Noreen and welcome to my kitchen. I was recently going through my catalog of videos and I realized that I've never shown you how to make a traditional pot roast in any way, shape, or form except in the pressure cooker. Well, not everybody has one of those, and today I thought it was a lovely, cool fall day, so we're going to have a pot roast today, only I'm going to cook it in the crock pot or in the slow cooker because I forgot to take my roast out of the freezer last night, so we're going to cook this from frozen. So let's see how we make a traditional style pot roast. I'm going to go over everything before we get started. Then we're just going to start putting everything in the vessel, and then we're going to put the lid on it and set it and forget it. Thank you, Ron Popeil. Okay, I have about a 4-pound bottom round roast. Now I have a Piggly Wiggly where I love to buy meat, and this was on sale a couple of weeks ago for less than $3 a pound, and that was a smoking deal. So I went in there, asked the butcher, can you please cut me 2 4-pound roasts? So he did that, and this is a roast that's going to feed my family for at least 2 dinners plus a couple of lunches. So what we'll do with the leftovers is make something else that's delicious. Maybe a beef pot pie for my husband, who loves those. So this is still frozen, as you can see. It's solid, but that's okay. When you cook things in a slow cooker, you can do that. We have our mirepoix, which is celery. I have about a half of a bunch of celery. I just cut the top off of it, and it's chunked up. I have about 6 carrots that I scrubbed really good on the outside, and I chunked up. And I have 1 rather large onion that I sliced pretty thick. Then we're going to have 4 cups of water, and we're going to make our sauce that goes in here. So I also have 2 cloves of chopped garlic. I have 4 teaspoons of beef bouillon powder. If you prefer beef base, which I'm currently out of, you can go ahead and use that. If you like beef stock in a box or have your own beef stock, please use 4 cups of that instead. I have about 2 tablespoons of flaked onion. I have 2 teaspoons each of my Szechuan steak seasoning or steak rub, and a teaspoon rather of garlic powder, tablespoon of soy sauce, tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and a tablespoon of marjoram, because I would never make a pot roast without marjoram because it really, really makes all the difference. So I'm going to go ahead and build the wet part here. Let me move this roast out of the way because that's going to go in the vessel in just a minute. Okay, so all of this goodness, there's our water and our bouillon powder, our flaked onion, our Worcestershire, our soy, our steak seasoning, and garlic powder, our chopped garlic, and our marjoram. And I'm just going to give this a quick stir. Now remember, our roast is still frozen, and even if it weren't, it's still going to release a lot of its juices when it cooks. So even though this looks like it's not very much water, it is going to be enough. Now, let's put our roast in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start to put our veggies around the roast. And look, it doesn't matter if they're uneven at this point, because throughout the day as this cooks, it's all going to cook into itself, and it's going to cook down and around, and everybody's going to go to this party, and they're going to meet each other, and they're going to get happy, and it's all going to be great. So all we do now is put the lid on it. I'm going to put it... Thanks, honey. It can stay there. I'm going to put this in the sleeve, and I'm going to put it on high. Because my roast is frozen, I'm going to put this on high. I'm going to cook it for 6 to 7 hours. If my roast were thawed, I would keep it on low. And another word of warning. If you know that your crock pot or slow cooker cooks a little on the hot side, every slow cooker is a little different. This one, I know cooks on the hot side, but because this is still frozen, I'm not going to worry about it. So into the sleeve this goes, on high, and when it's time to serve dinner, I'll bring you back and I'll let you see what it looks like. Right, it has been 7 hours that this has been in the crock pot, and it is just right. It has been tested, trust me. I like to remove the roast and the vegetables to a separate dish, and then what I'll do is take some of this cooking liquid and I'll make some gravy, because we're having mashed potatoes with this tonight, and you can serve it with the vegetables that cooked with the roast all day. I am going to serve it along with the vegetables. My family likes these. And we're also going to have some other vegetables on the side. The mashed potatoes, and then we're going to have corn also.
Oh, and German chocolate cake.
Yeah, and that. Don't worry, I made a video.
That's a vegetable.
The German chocolate cake is a vegetable?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You just keep telling yourself that, sweetheart. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fix you a plate, and I'll be back because I know you're hungry, and I'll be back and I'll show you what this all looks like when we're ready to eat dinner. Okay, I fixed you a plate of pot roast, and we have our vegetables that stewed along with the meat, and some mashed potatoes, a little bit of corn on the side, and some gravy that I just thickened up in a pot on the stove. So there you have it. Everyone loves a pot roast. This is a traditional Yankee style pot roast, if you will, and it's super easy when you make it in your slow cooker. You just kind of throw it all in at the beginning of the day and let it cook itself, which is a good thing because I've been super busy today. Sundays tend to be a lot of cooking because I'm usually filming a lot of videos. So this is the kind of meal that we needed today, and it's nice and cool outside, and it's deliciously fall, and what better way to welcome that? So this is how you make slow cooker pot roast. I hope you try it. I hope you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya.
Thank you for joining me in my kitchen today. I hope you like what you watched today, and I hope that you try it, and I hope that you love it.
Gluten-free flour
If
mix.
you like what you saw, please consider giving me a thumbs up
flour
button and giving me a
So
positive rating.
I'll stop yakking and we'll get to it. What you're going to need, this is what I put in mine. This is not the end all be all. This is just the one that I find successful.
I hope that you enjoyed it.
A lot of these things you're going to see I do buy in bulk.
Don't forget to come by tomorrow.
Sweet
Until next time,
white sorghum
happy eating.
flour.